I feel today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And don't do that! And don't do that!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? And don't do that. And don't do that.
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap, 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 yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap. It's embarrassing. Yap, 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 yap. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You ought to make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? And don't do that. And don't do that. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Listen, we got a quick, fast break edition of the show. Had to jump on real quick and let you know who the winners of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge were and who's going to compete for $500 cash in the playoff round coming up this week. So let's just get right to it, man. Let's just get right to it. Let me first tell you who's going to win $50 for this week's Lunch Break Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. All right, here we go. The weekly winner came down to three people. Three people had 12 wins. They were Erica with a K, Big Mike, and Todd. Another young man, Mark S. had 12 wins, but he did not get his picks in time. And I got to tell you, I had to be strong about that. So, okay, let's go to the tiebreaker. The final score of the game between Detroit and Green Bay was 20-16 Detroit. 20-16 Detroit. So let's go with Todd. Todd had the final score of 31-28, and he had Detroit. He was off by 33 points. Second was Big Mike. He had final score 27-23, and he had Detroit. He was off by 14. Erica had the final score of 23-20. She was only off by 7. So Erica is this week's winner of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. She gets $50 cash. Congratulations, Erica, on winning this week's Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge with 12 wins. Congratulations. So now, we got to go to the final scores for the whole season. The final scores for this whole season. Here is who will be competing for $500 cash. Here is who will be competing for $500 cash. All right. At number 1, by 1 point, by 1 win, is Erica with a K. She will move on to the $500 playoff round. At number 2, Miss Pearl. She led for most of the year. She is moving on to the playoff round with a chance to win $500. At number 3, I don't know how she did it. I know she had somebody picking for her. Number 3 is Amber. Amber, we got 3 ladies in the top 3. 1, Erica with a K, 2, Miss Pearl, and 3, Amber. At number 4 is none other than BS3's own Al High. Al High is at number 4. At number 5, I tell you, she rounds out the women. We got 4 women in the top 6 of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge with a chance to compete for $500. It's Alexis. She is at number 4. Is that right? She's at number 5. She's at number 5. Number 1, Erica. Number 2, Miss Pearl. Excuse me. Number 3, Amber. Number 4, Al High. Excuse me. Still competing with this damn bronchitis. And number 5 is Alexis. All right. And the last person to get in by one win is Emmanuel. Emmanuel is the final member of the top 6. He beat Delano out by 1 win. He beat Chi-Town, who was out of the top 6 for the first time since we've done this. Number 9 was Football G. Number 10 was Keisha Kelly. Keith Hennick came in at 11. Big Time Floyd was 12. Clarence was 13. T-Bone was 14. Todd finished 15. Milo 16. Duval 17. Andrea 18. CJ all the way up at 19. And number 20 was Big Mike. Big Mike finished in the top 20. All right, so there you have it. The 6 people that will be competing for $500 cash. Erica with a K, Miss Pearl, Amber, Al High, Alexis, and Emmanuel. So here's what I need from y'all 6 people. Here's what I need for y'all people. Yeah, I'm in Texas. I can say y'all. I need y'all to wait till I take a break. Got to take a break. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3. Against Fast Break Edition, I only got so much voice. I only got so much wind. I'm battling this doggone bronchitis, but I got to take a break. I'll be right back right after this.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Yordan Alvarez.
And it's caught! Deebo Samuel with the catch. Michael Jordan can sense.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Gold Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, y'all. 2 great shows on the BS3 network. If you got a Roku streaming device and you download BS3 TV, you're going to see some great shows, including those right there. Also, if you don't have a Roku streaming device, you can just go to bs3network.com. That's bs3network.com. Check out all the great programming there, changing the way you watch TV. All right, let's get to it again, man. I hope y'all got the latest. Again, this week's winner in the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. The person who will win $50 is Erica with a K. She beat Big Mike out by 7. She beat Todd out by 11. All 3 of them had 12. There was another person named Mark who had 12 wins but got his picks in late. And I had already sent him a message before they even tallied him up that his picks came in late. He understood he's going to try and jump in at the beginning of the year next year. So again, Erica gets $50. CJ had 11. Delano had 11. Duval had 11. And Fins Up had 11. But 12 wins was that. And it came down to the tiebreaker. So now, again, the people who will compete for $500 cash, Erica with a K, number 1. Miss Pearl, number 2. Amber, number 3. Al High, number 4. Alexis, number 5. And Emmanuel, E-Breeze, is at number 6. So for all of you who have made it to the top 6, here's what I need from you. Here's what I need from you. I need all of your picks. All of your picks by, let me check. I need all of your picks by Saturday at 2 o'clock Central. Saturday at 2 o'clock Central. Okay. Saturday, 2 o'clock Central. And if I look back on our top 6, let me see where everybody is. Erica, you're in the Central Time Zone. Miss Pearl, Alabama. Where is that? Alabama. Is that Central or is that Eastern? Miss Pearl, I'm not sure. Don't know it off the top of my head. I need to have yours by 2 o'clock Central. Amber is in Houston. That's 2 o'clock Central. Al High, I think you're in Louisiana, right, Al? I think Al is in Louisiana. No. Al's in Kansas City. Al, make sure I get yours by 2 o'clock Central. Alexis is in Louisiana, so you're on the same time zone. And Emmanuel, you're on the West Coast. You're on the West Coast, Emmanuel. So I got to have yours by 12 noon. I got to have yours by 12 noon your time, 2 o'clock Central. 2 o'clock Central. So you please, whatever you do not miss out on getting me your playoff picks. And again, I'm only talking to 6 people. Erica, Amber, Miss Pearl, Alexis, Al High, and Emmanuel. I got to have your picks by 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. For the tiebreaker, use the Monday night game between the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Use the Cowboys and Buccaneers as your tiebreaker. And do not miss a game. If you miss a game, I cannot give you credit for it. And again, now you don't get weekly prizes during the playoff round. You do not get weekly prizes. We'll total up the scores, we'll read the standings, and come Super Bowl, somebody's going to win $500 cash. No weekly prizes. Your scores will determine the rankings throughout the playoffs. And after the Super Bowl, we will announce the winner. That person's going to get $500 cash. Okay. All right. Let me take another break. About to wrap it up in just a little bit right here on this fast break edition of Winning Wednesday on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and what Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 FireTV. All right. So again, got our winner of the weekly lunch break, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, Erica with a K. Got our top 6, the people who will go on to compete for $500. Erica with the K leads the way. Miss Pearl, number 2. Amber, number 3. Al High, number 4. Alexis, number 5. And Emmanuel, number 6. Number 6. All right. All right. And then I'll be sending, make sure that the intern sent out the final notification so you'll know, the information and when to have it in by. All right, so now I'm getting ready to, I'm only doing a short show. For those who don't know, not only do I have bronchitis, but I found out that I have walking pneumonia. So I'm getting up, doing the show, and I'm going to get back under the meds and under the covers, and that's a wrap for me today. So, all right, let's get to it. Let's go to our final power rankings for quarterbacks in the NFL this season. Final power rankings for our quarterbacks in the NFL this season. At number 1, Tua Tagovailoa, who got just totally disrespected on the Pro Bowl vote, but so what? He finished with the top passer rating of 105.5 in the NFL. Number 2 was Patrick Mahomes. He's probably going to win the MVP award this year, 105.2, just 0.3 off of that top spot. Jalen Hurts came back and was hurt, but he got his team that number 1 seed in the NFC for the playoffs. He finished at number 3. Number 4, Geno Smith, 100.9. 70% completion ratio. You just can't beat that. That's number 1 in the NFL. He should win comeback player of the year. Number 5, Joe Burrow, Cool Joe, at 100.8 on the passer rating, completed 68% of his passes, second to only Geno Smith. Number 6, Jared Goff, didn't get his team in the playoffs, but he sent them dang off Packers home. Great job, Jared Goff. Great rebound year. 99.3. He would be comeback player of the year if it were not for Geno Smith. At number 7, Josh Allen. They say you can't teach accuracy. All he did was get his team the number 2 seed in the AFC, Josh Allen. At number 8, Andy Dalton. Like I said, didn't understand why they kept starting him over Jameis Winston, but the numbers don't lie. 95.2 passer rating, completing 67% of his passes. And to round out the top 10, Trevor Lawrence got the Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs with a passer rating of 95.2 and a completion percentage of 66. And Justin Herbert, who we'll see if he can make some noise in the playoffs, finished with a 93.2 and 68 there. All right, so there we go. Let me go through them all. No commentary. Number 1, Tua. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Jalen Hurts. Number 5, Geno Smith. Number 6, Joe Burrow. No, I'm sorry. I got these wrong. Let me do it again. I'm all off on my numbers today. Y'all forgive me. I'm under medication. Number 1, Tua. Number 2, Patrick. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. Number 4, Geno Smith. Number 5, Joe Burrow. Number 6, Jared Goff. Number 7, Josh Allen. Number 8, Andy D. Number 9, Trevor Lawrence. And number 10, Justin Herbert. All right. So there you go. That's the lunch break power rankings through the end of the year. All right, let me get that off of here. Let me throw some comments up. Erica Kenyatta throwing up the muscles because, yep, she got the big win. Erica also said, thank you. Girls run the world. Keith Hennig said, ladies are really good. Johnny Cole, the coach, Johnny Cole with the HBCU Stroll, said congratulations. And Keith Hennig said the agony of defeat. All right, y'all. Hey, listen, Keith, remember last year you got into the top 6, but oh boy, did you get off to a rough start and never quite recovered. So this year you won't have to experience that. This year we'll find out if the other 6 will crack under the pressure. Again, there were some people who had always been in the top 6, and we weren't this year. We had a lot more people compete. Delano is out this year. He won it a couple times. Chi-Town has always been in the top 6. He won it, I know, at least once, if not twice. Big Time Floyd has always been in the top 6. He didn't make it this year. So, Al High, congratulations, man. Congratulations for getting in the top 6. Al, are you in Kansas City, and is that Central Time Zone? I think it is. Kansas City, I think, is Central as well, right? I think the line is between Cincinnati and Indianapolis. I think that's where the Central Time Zone stops. But let me know, Al. I want to be sure. But congratulations on making the top 6. Yeah, he's up in Kansas City. Yo, man, send me some Jack Stacks. Send me some rib tips, please, from Jack Stack. Yeah, I just need some rib tips. That's all I need. Keith Hendricks said 2023 will be my year. I believe you, brother. I believe you. All right. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and it's escaping me now. But, there we go. Al High laughing. I ain't playing, man. Send me some dang old Jack Stacks, brother. Best barbecue in the world up there in Kansas City. If you can't get to Jack Stacks, send me some Gates. Send me some Gates. I don't want no Arthur Bryant's. I don't want no Arthur Bryant's. All right. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick the games. I'm going to give you my pick. By the way, just so y'all know, if I had competed in the Lunch Break Weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, I'd have been numero uno. I kind of kept a running tally of my score next to everybody else's scores. I would have been numero uno, but the head of the thing that the name is comes from, can't win it. So again, just know I know how to pick them. I know how to pick. As Delano would say, if y'all need help with your picks, get with me if you need help with your picks, because I can help you. Yeah. I know there are barbecue sauces in stores all around the country, but man, compared to Jack Stacks, compared to Gates, Arthur Bryant's a distant third. All right, let me give you my picks real quick. I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back. I'll give you my picks right after this on the lunch break. Powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Man Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
All right, y'all. Man, I got to get ready to wrap this thing up. But let me give some love to Keith Hennick. Erica K, who won the doggone thing, said, "You got it, Keith. You got it, Keith." And Keith gave some love back to Erica K. Thanks, Erica. Congratulations. I love it. I love how the lunch break family sticks together, man. I've had a few people that have come in here and tried to get rogue on some folk. I had to shut them down and get them out of here. We don't play it like that. All right, let me give you my picks. Let me give you my picks for the early game on Saturday. This coming Saturday at 3:30, you got an NFC wildcard matchup between the Seattle Seahawks visiting the San Francisco 49ers. Believe it or not, the 49ers are a 10-point favorite. Don't be surprised if San Francisco gets upset in that game. Do not be surprised. I'm going with San Francisco, but listen to me. Don't be surprised if Seattle, who's not traveling far out of their region, out of their area, their time zone, they're just going a little bit south. Do not be surprised if Seattle wins that game. So I've got San Francisco, but put a check mark by that one. All right, the late game on Saturday, 7:15, you've got Jacksonville hosting the Chargers. Again, Jaguars are underdogs at home. Wow, Chargers coming all the way across the country, but they had a couple of major players get injured in the Week 18 matchup. I'm going Jacksonville with the upset. I'm going Jacksonville with the upset. I'm almost calling 2 upsets on Saturday. I got Jacksonville with the upset of the Chargers on Saturday. All right, Sunday, early game, 12 noon. Bills hosting the Dolphins, Bills. Bills hosting the Dolphins, Bills. All right, then the 3:30 game, Vikings hosting the Giants. Man, that's another one where I can see an upset happening with the Giants winning in Minnesota, but I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with Minnesota in a very close one. All right, Ravens and Bengals, don't be fooled by it. No Lamar Jackson. I'm telling you right now, no Lamar Jackson on Sunday, and even if he does play, he won't be 100%. I'm going Cincinnati over the Ravens. So again, early game, Bills over the Dolphins, Vikings over the Giants. That could be an upset. And then I've got Bengals over the Ravens. And then Monday night, Cowboys and Buccaneers, upset. Dallas Cowboys with the win. Dallas Cowboys with the win. Let me give you my picks. No commentary. All right, I've got 49ers over the Seahawks. Put a star by that one. I've got Jaguars over the Chargers. Sunday, I've got Bills over the Dolphins. I've got Vikings over Giants. I got Bengals over Ravens. And then I've got Cowboys over the Buccaneers. Al High, you are the second person to say upset for the 49ers. Watch that game. Watch that game. Just all I'm saying is watch that game. Just watch it. Just watch it. Guess what? Yep, I got the Cowboys with the upset. Sure do. Over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Got some problems on that team, on that squad. That defense is going to come to play. Down in warm weather too, down there in Tampa, defense is going to come to play. Watch it. All right. All right, y'all, let me get ready to get out of here. Carlos Correa, what in the world? Dude has agreed to 3 different contracts this offseason. $350 million deal with San Francisco, couldn't pass the physical. 12-year, $315 million deal with the Mets, couldn't pass the physical. Now 6-year, $200 million with Minnesota if he passes the physical. All I can say is thank God for Jeremy Pena. Houston Texans organization. Owner needs to sell the team. Cal McNair has had more general managers and more head coaches under his leadership than his dad's tenure combined. Cal McNair does not know how to run an NFL team. Cal McNair needs to sell the team. All eyes are on Dan Snyder. All eyes are on the owner of the Phoenix Suns. More eyes need to be on Cal McNair. He doesn't know what he's doing. Nick Caserio should be fired. Not a good general manager. He has put together 2 of the worst rosters this franchise has ever seen, and that even includes when they had David Carr, excuse me. So Nick Caserio, Cal McNair, they're the problem. Not Lovie Smith, not David Culley. It's those guys. All right, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There's nothing you can do about it except check me out tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. Got some special guests. I'm going to let them run the show while I just kind of sit back and try to breathe. All right, y'all take care.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday. Getting over that hump. It's January 11th, 2023. Number 1. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a weather emergency in California as another wave of storms came ashore Tuesday. Hundreds of thousands of residents are living without power, many stranded in their homes as storms brought down power lines. Depending upon where one lives in California, more rain and wind are predicted, along with weather that could bring tornadoes. Number 2, Mayor of St. Louis, Tashara Jones, Monday publicly announced her approval of $93 million in spending designed to transform long-struggling neighborhoods, especially those on the historically black north side of the city. Much of the money included in that measure would bolster ongoing city efforts. Last year, officials budgeted more than $50 million in pandemic aid to renovate dilapidated housing and jumpstart business development in north side commercial corridors. Number 3, the wife of a late Massachusetts man is suing the companies involved in the 2021 production of the TV show American Horror Story on Cape Cod, alleging that their lack of precautions to prevent the spread of COVID-19 led to his death. Paul Woodward worked as a passenger van driver, shuttling crews between the hotel and various filming sites. He tested negative when he began working on the project in February of 2021. He left the project for the hospital with COVID-19 symptoms in mid-March. He died of COVID-19 on April 18th. He was 67 years old, according to the family obituary. Number 4, SB 129, a new bill introduced by Oklahoma State Senator David Bullard Wednesday, would prohibit medical professionals in that state from providing gender-affirming care to anyone under 26 years of age. A medical provider who still offers gender-affirming care to those under 26 could be found guilty of a felony, which in Oklahoma carries penalties including a $1,000 fine or 2 years in prison. Number 5, Caden Black has been missing from Wrightsville, Pennsylvania since December 17th. The 19-year-old was last seen at his home in Wrightsville. Anyone with knowledge of Caden's disappearance, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation website. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. The best way to start every day is with a positive attitude and good energy. That's me. Inhaling good energy, exhaling bad energy. Bad energy, bad energy. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with the man of the world, super producer Stephen Hill, Myra J., comedian extraordinaire, and activist Quinn Townsend Riley, as we discuss today's top headlines and more. To subscribe to my free daily What You Need to Know newsletter, please visit
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.